Welcome to I Am Best Reviews YouTube channel. We're so excited you stopped by today to check out our Valentine's Day review video. We're going to take a look at several Valentine's Day traditions in a few countries around the world. Get comfortable, relax, and enjoy watching the rest of the video. At the end of the 5th century, Pope Gelasius declared February 14 St. Valentine's Day, also called the Feast of St. Valentine. On February 14, Saint Valentine of Rome was imprisoned for performing weddings for soldiers who had been forbidden to marry. Saint Valentine restored sight to the blind daughter of this judge, and he wrote her a letter and signed it, "Your Valentine." Valentine's Day symbols are used today include the heart-shaped outline, along with doves and the figure of the winged Cupid. Handwritten Valentines as well as mass-produced greeting cards are used. Valentine's Day is celebrated every February 14 as couples across the globe honor their spouses, partners, and sweethearts. But in some countries there are days for expressing love, but they're not called Valentine's Day and they're held on different days of the year. We're going to take a look at a couple of these celebrations also. First, let's hop on the plane and head for Argentina. Argentinians don't celebrate Valentine's Day in February, but they celebrate the Week of Sweetness in July. It's a special day when lovers exchange kisses and receive chocolates and other sweets. It started as a commercial invention, but became the Day of Sweetness tradition. Next, we're going to hop on the plane and fly to Europe and visit England. On the eve of Valentine's Day, February 14, women in England used to place 5 bay leaves on their pillows, one at each corner and one in the center to bring dreams of their future husbands. In Norfolk, Jack Valentine acts as a Santa of sorts for Valentine's Day. Children wait to hear him knock at their doors. They usually don't see old Father Valentine, but they love the candies and small gifts that he leaves for them on their porches. Next, we're going to head for Spain. In Spain, like in Argentina, they do not celebrate Valentine's Day on February 14, but their Day of Love is on October 9. It's known as the Feast of Saint Dionis. The festival is celebrated in most parts of Spain, and the men make a marzipan figurine for their female companion. One can also witness colorful parades on the streets of the villages of Spain. Next, we're going to fly to France. Paris is considered one of the most romantic cities in the world. They love Valentine's Day cards as everywhere else. And one can see the beautiful yards, trees, and homes decorated with love cards, roses, and proposals for marriages are everywhere. It probably is the most beautiful Valentine's Day place to be in the world. Since we're in Europe, we're going to head for Italy. A romantic dinner is one way to celebrate Valentine's Day in Italy. Sometimes young unmarried girls wake up before dawn to spot their future husbands. The belief is that the first man a woman sees on Valentine's Day is the man she's going to marry within the year. Today, not only do Italians celebrate romantic dinners with lovers on Valentine's Day, but they exchange gifts. And one of the most popular Valentine's Day gifts in Italy is Bacchi Perugina, which are small chocolate-covered hazelnuts wrapped with a romantic quote that's printed in 4 different languages. Now we're going to fly up to Northern Europe and visit Denmark. Young people in the country began celebrating Valentine's Day in the early 1990s. While Americans give red roses and chocolates, young Danes celebrate Valentine's Day with white flowers called snowdrops. And also they make their own Valentine's Day cards. They give flowers to both friends and lovers. Danish men often give women something called a gækkebrev. In English, it means a joke letter. They often write a poem on specially created paper, but the writer doesn't sign his name. He uses a dot for every letter in his name, and the woman has to guess who her card is from. Next, we're going to check out Czech Republic. Valentine's Day has gradually become quite popular among young people there. The festival is celebrated on May 1. Young couples go on a pilgrimage to the statue of the poet Karel Hynek Mácha, and they kiss under the cherry trees for good luck. Next, we're going to check out Bulgaria. Bulgaria celebrates Valentine's Day in its own style like any other country. On February 14th, San Trifon Zartan is celebrated in Bulgaria, which means Day of Winemakers. Young and old couples celebrate their love with a glass of wonderful local wine. Next, we're going to head to Asia and visit Japan. Valentine's Day is all about chocolate in Japan. On February 14, women give out two kinds of chocolate. Giri chocolate is given to friends, bosses, and family. Honmei choco is reserved for the boyfriend, lover, or husband in their life. Men can't give gifts until March 14, which is called White Day. The gift given to the woman must be 3 times the cost of the gift the girls give to the man. Japan celebrated the first White Day in 1978. Next, we're going to head to South Korea. In South Korea on February 14, it's up to the woman to woo the men with chocolate, candles, and flowers, just like in Japan. Giro Choco is a chocolate given to bosses, fathers, or brothers, and Hanmei Choco is a chocolate given to lovers or boyfriends. And like in Japan on March 14, known as White Day, the men shower their sweethearts with chocolates and flowers, but they add a gift of jewelry or maybe clothing. And for those who are single, they mourn their solitary status by eating dark bowls of jjajangmyeon or black bean paste noodles on April 14. But that's not all. On May 14, they celebrate the Day of Roses. On June 14, the Day of Kisses. And on December 14, the Day of Hugs. Now we're going to visit the Philippines. It's our last country today. While Valentine's Day celebrations in the Philippines are like their Western countries, one tradition has swept their country and led to thousands of couples sharing a wedding day. They all gather together in a place like a mall or another large place to say I do during a public ceremony or renew their vows. Local government officials may lead the mass weddings. The ceremonies are often free and include flowers, a wedding cake, and sometimes even the wedding rings. Thank you so much for stopping by our I Am Best Reviews YouTube channel today. Please like and subscribe, and happy Valentine's Day to all around the world that's celebrated on February 14. And happy Lover's Day, Sweetness Day, or whatever and whenever you celebrate love.